G'day cocktail lovers. This is a little bit of an experiment. It's a tiki style drink, but it's got a decent whack of absinthe in it. Started off with a recipe I saw that was just called the Green Fairy, and I played around a bit and decided I was going to use my blue absinthe. So it'd be a blue Tiki Fairy, except it has actually come out a sort of seawater green, the interesting combination of the elements. And like I said, there's a decent amount. 1/3 of an ounce is actually a lot of a strong absinthe. I'm going to taste it before I explain it to you. That's actually good. It's, to me, surprising how well absinthe works in a sour. I've made absinthe sours with actually much more absinthe than this, and it's been quite good. And putting in some tiki elements, it's come up with quite an interesting drink. I'll take you through the ingredients. It's a rum-based drink, so you should go with the rum you like. This is probably my favourite sipping rum, the Diplomatico Reserva, so that's the one I decided to go for. Backing it up, there's also some falernum. I'm going with the John D. Taylor's Velvet Falernum. There's a few of these different falernums on the market too, so again, go with what you like. On the absinthe front, I'm going with this blue absinthe I have. I sometimes get funny reactions to this, like people saying things, thinking they're smart, going, that's not real absinthe, because real absinthe isn't blue. As if this is a revelation to me. This particular maker, who has been making absinthe for a long time, in fact it's from Spain. There were two parts of the world that continued to make absinthe when it was illegal in most of the world for the best part of a century. Spain was one of them, so I'll give them credit. But these guys have a gimmick where they color code their absinthes. Their green absinthe is 70% ABV, then there's a red one that's 75%, this blue one is 80% ABV, and there's a black one that's 85% ABV. Pretty gosh darn strong. But yes, the colors are artificial, and it's the gimmick these guys have. Mind you, when you see green absinthes, 90+% of them are artificially coloured too. So wankers who think they're know-it-alls go, that's not real because it's blue. Dickhead, the green ones aren't real. It's not a real colour. Here's one that's a real colour. This is an Australian absinthe. You can see there's not much colour at all because they didn't put anything artificial in it. When an absinthe doesn't have artificial colours, its colour will be somewhere from pale yellow to pale green. It'll be a very herby looking colour, like a green tea almost, because it will simply be the colours of the herbs that have been extracted by the alcohol. Anything that isn't this type of colour is almost definitely artificially coloured. But you know, it's not an effect on the taste, and this actually tastes quite good. Got that very nice licorice hit that you get from a good absinthe. It's fun to have a bit of blue colour in a drink as well. I thought it might have been bluer when I used that absinthe. I think if I'd used this Never Never Australian absinthe, it would have been just a yellowy sort of rum coloured drink, which, I don't know, I kind of like that it's gone this seawater green, but I'll show you how I made it. In a shaker, you put 1.5 ounces or 45 mils of rum, add to that 1 ounce or 30 mils of falernum, then 1/3 of an ounce, around 10 mils of absinthe, and then 3/4 of an ounce, around 22.5 mils of lime juice. If you want it foamy, you can use egg white, aquafaba. I'm doing a few drops of Wonder Foam. Add ice to the shaker, shake that good and hard for 10 or 15 seconds, maybe a bit longer to get it really nice and foamy, and then I'm straining that into a chilled Nick and Nora glass. If you wanted to lean into the tropical side of things, you could garnish this with all manner of things, you know, lime wheels, pineapple fronds. I don't know where pineapple had come into it. A lime wheel might have been good though, but I also just like it's standing alone because it's an individual drink. It's an interesting challenge. Rum and falernum with absinthe is some very interesting flavours mixing in. I quite like it. Be a bit of a challenge to someone who doesn't like absinthe, mind you, but I'm all about the exploration. And this was a fun exploration. I quite enjoyed it. If you try it, I hope you enjoy it too. And I hope to see you again sometime soon. Until I do, I will say cheers.